Okay, now I have all of my papers together and I've got a nice long accordion fold. I'm going to turn it over, and for each mountain fold we want to put some glue right along these, about a quarter of an inch in from the fold. So right about there, that's a mountain fold. We want the glue right there, and I'm going to do that just to the left side of each mountain fold. Okay, so I put them together. Just like that. And you can slide them around a little bit. There. So now you can kind of see it opens like a book. These are the pages. And we want those centers sticking together, but there needs to be a little bit of a gap. That's why we glue all the way to the spine, because it does need to be able to open just a little bit like that. Now we'll bring the cover in. And I'm going to put, this is going to go in like this. I'm going to put glue and completely cover this first page. And carefully line it up, and I just stick it right in that crease and then kind of bring the cover up to it, just like that. And then I'll open it up, and that looks like it lined up pretty well. If it's not lined up real good with the sides, I'll scoot it around a little bit, but there, that's lined up really well with the spine. And now we'll do pretty much the same thing with the back. Put a good coating of glue on it because you want this to stick down really well. And then just close the book. There. And burnish that down real good. And there we have it. And then if we pull it back all the way, it's starting to form. They won't really show up until you get the other pages in. Okay, for the middle layer, we're going to do the accordion fold again. An important thing on these is you'll notice on one end, this is not a 2.5 inch section. Do not start folding on this end. Start folding on the end with the 2.5 by 2.5 inch section. And again, this is going to go up the white side like that, and then fold down and keep folding. And that last one will be up. So this side is going to be white. The side that's a little bit short is going to have the colored side up. And the same with the other one. And the third one, the shorter piece, oops, there. The shorter piece, these are going to be fold up first, and then down, and then up. Now we're going to need to put these together. This one goes in the middle, and these go on the ends. And I like to, you could glue it this way. I like to glue these so that the outside page has this fold on it, and that way I know that it's not gonna, there's not gonna be any edges sticking up. You could fold it like this, but if the glue's not real good, you're gonna have some separation there, and that's not good. So I always glue these overlapping like that. Again, I take and line the bottoms up, line them up like that, and then just fold this over, and then I know I've got it nice even. And I forgot to mention when I was inking, you don't want to ink the ends of this middle piece. It doesn't really matter because there's going to be another layer covering it, but it's best not to. And then next is to put this piece on. And we have our long accordion fold here. Now on this one, you do not want to get any glue on these mountain folds. That will make your book not open. But you do want to put just a little bit of glue in the valleys. So each one of these valleys, just run the glue stick right up that valley fold. That'll hold it to the top of the previous page. And then on the ends, just about 1/4 of an inch on each end. That's all you want. Do not glue beyond that 1/4 inch. So in this end too, just 1/4 of an inch of glue. Now we'll bring the book back in. And we'll start at one end, center this on here. Remember, there's only glue along the edge. Make sure it's centered, and then pull up each page and overlap that and just pinch it on there because there is just a little bit of glue in each one of those. So, and just keep working until you get to the end of the pages. And last is this last cover, and glue it right flush with the edge of the previous layer. So now your book's not going to open flat anymore, and that's good. Now you can start to see that star design. Those shorter pages are what holds it open. And we're ready to do the next layer, which, guess what? You're going to do more accordion folds. So start with an up fold, because these are the ends, up and down. These really go together pretty quickly once you get the hang of it. Same with the other end. And then this short little 4-inch piece, just fold it in half so the colored side is out. Okay, so your pieces go like this. Your connector is going to go right in between. Okay, and that's done. Got the accordion fold. This is the final layer. We'll turn it over, and again on the back side, only in the valleys, you put a little bit of glue in each one. Do not put glue anywhere else on these pages. And then on the ends, about 1/4 of an inch on each end. Bring the book back in, and this is our final layer. Gonna line the end up, and then on each of these pages, just kind of gently pinch that into place. Last one, line up with the edges of the previous two layers. And then I like to shut it and then just kind of squeeze it all together. There. Just like that. And now when we open it, you have a perfect star. Now we're ready to put the pictures on the pages. For the album pictures, you're going to want to size your pictures no more than 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 to fit on the pages, because the pages are only 2 inches square. So I used some photo editing software and found some pictures from over the years and shrunk those down to 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, I have my pictures cut out and put in the order that I want them to go in the album. And one thing to remember when putting your pictures in your album is that while you look at the album this way, when it's hanging on the tree, you're going to be looking at the pictures this way. So you're going to want to, even though the cover is like this, you're going to want the pictures to go in landscape. So I arranged mine in by year, and I'm going to put them on. And another thing to remember is when you get to your 6th picture, you're going to want to flip the picture over so it's going the opposite direction. And I'm going to glue some pictures in, and I'll show you that. Okay, I've got my first 6 pictures in, and there, this is the point of the star. You can see if I open this up, that's the bottom. Now when I flip this over, I'm going to want to put this next picture in this way. Okay, so now on the way back up, so these point opposite directions. And then you just finish the album by putting pictures in all the way up to the top. And there I have my finished album all ready to hang on the Christmas tree. Putting the photos in, it's easier if you put the photos on the page before you put them in. But if you're giving this as a gift for, say, a baby's first Christmas, where the parents could add the pictures each year, then you would want to leave those pages blank. That is all for today.